company, and so you had basically a very small, falling down clapboard church with brand new, beautiful pews, the Cadillacs of pews in this thing. So they were going to lose this church. So I figured, okay, let me create a conduit, first of all, a legal conduit to bring money into the Delta. That was the first thing that I needed to establish, because you're not going to really get anywhere asking people for $5 or, you know, God bless you, Steve, put out a can on your table. But you know, my thing was like, this was a matter of urgency, because they were going to basically lose this church. So Columbia Records is, you know, everything is a matter of timing as well. Yeah. This goes back to 1990, 91. You had now Robert Johnson's picture was revealed for the first time through somebody whose name will not be mentioned here. The pictures became available, and now we have basically all the pieces of the puzzle together. I have the death certificate, you have the popularity. I called Columbia Records, the A&R guy. They were very eager to, you know, sell records, basically, popularize the artist. At the time now, you were also on the cusp of cassettes to CDs. And the Robert Johnson double record was both cassette or CD. You had your choice. That's when you wouldn't invite either one. I don't know even still vinyl is still out on that. That's quite possible that was on vinyl as well. But anyway, Columbia Records bought into the whole idea of having an event where they're going to, you know, unveil a headstone, and they put all their publicity machine in this. And I started getting phone calls from the New York Times and from various people that Columbia had put me onto, or put onto me, I should say. And so I took the first batch of money they gave me, about $7,000, and I went down and we paid off the lien on the church. And we had a little dinner, and Jim O'Neill was there, and Sid Graves was there, and we paid off the lien on the church, and that was it. So then Columbia Records wants to know, well, when can we schedule the event? You know, when can we schedule the unveiling and this great headstone that I'm going to buy for them? And I said, well, when I get the money. And so now I can hear the wheels clicking on the other end of the line, because what's happening at this record company at this time, there's a guy named Walter Yetnikoff who had a total public meltdown. He was running Sony Columbia at the time. And a guy named Don Einer had moved in, a new, younger kind of a guy. And Yetnikoff gave me the first check, and so Don Einer, here I am asking the new guy for money, right? But to move on with the story, I told him that basically they weren't going to get anything if the church was removed. If they took the church out, what's the point of putting up the stone? Columbia paid for the stone. It got put down. We didn't have, obviously, a location for an exact grave. We did a cenotaph. The cenotaph has no born and died. There are no death dates or birth dates on there. It's simply a memorial. We had them place it at the front of the church rather than anywhere in the back, so people wouldn't wander through the cemetery, disturb other grave sites, and trying to find this thing. Put it right up in the front. And then everything came to a screeching halt, because Columbia Records wanted all the names of Robert Johnson's songs on this big obelisk. And the names of Robert Johnson's songs refer to, you know, Devil Got My Woman, Me the Devil Blues, and here I am asking them to put this huge stone with these lyrics facing this church, so that every day people would go to church and they would come out and say, oh, there's a monument in our church art to Me and the Devil Blues. So we reached some compromise and managed to cite, if you go see the stone, you'll see that, you know, Me and the Devil Blues and Devil Got My Woman and Hellhound on My Trail, they're facing Oxford. They're not facing the church. So that was it, and I thought that was it. The name of the organization that we started, it's a 501c13. This differentiates Steve's organization from ours. We are a cemetery society. That is all we do. 501c3s nonprofit organizations. They can raise money for any, anything they want, basically, as long as it's related to what they do. I thought that was it. I thought that was the end of it. The church got saved, Columbia got their thing, and that was it. But
I got some other questions about
fire away, man. Fire away.
Yeah. Start off.
That's how that happened. That's the two checks for two guys, Columbia Records, right?